Okay, let's start with a recap. The other day, the £100 Nissan Micra wouldn't start because its battery, specifically this one, was completely flat. So I took it out of the car and I charged it for 24 hours with this thing before deciding that that charger is broken, and I tested it on a different car to be sure. So I then went to the shop and bought myself this swanky new smart battery charger, which has been doing its thing for about 20 hours. So this battery should definitely be fit and ready to go by now, and we'll check using this analyzer in just a moment. That isn't relevant to what we're doing today, but you know, I've always got a few dead batteries lying about, and indeed letters that I need to post. Mustn't forget. Right, so let's plug in the analyzer and see how the battery is feeling this morning. So positive cable to positive terminal, negative to negative, and then I have to press a few buttons. Blah, 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 battery test, out of vehicle or in vehicle. Out, yeah, out of vehicle, blah, 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 and go. Okay, it's now analysing the battery. Well, that's better. It says 13.25 volts. What else do we have down here? State of health, 84%. It was about, what was it, about 19 a couple of days ago? And state of charge, 100%. So that's looking a lot more encouraging. So let's pop this thing back in the car and check it actually does start it. Right, let's get the bonnet open, and the release lever is this black thing here, and there's a cable that runs from this black handle all the way to the catch at the front of the bonnet, and I suspect sooner rather than later that cable is going to snap because this mechanism is becoming increasingly sticky and difficult to operate. It's just about worked now though. There we go. Now, I mentioned in the last video that this battery is only 6 months old, so it definitely shouldn't have gone flat. And I'm wondering if it did go flat because the alternator hasn't been charging it properly. So, assuming the car starts, I'll check the alternator is actually doing its thing. Right, now there is a battery clamp that holds this thing in place, but I'll do that later on. Okay, let's see if the car starts. Okay. Well, we do have some electrical power. The clock is on. Hazard lights are working. Good, so neutral. Let's listen for the engine. Okay, it has come to life. Sounds very cold, as you'd expect. This car hasn't been run for quite some time. Oh, doesn't want to go into reverse. Come on, there we go. Because I've been very busy doing other things. And then I was away for a while. But nonetheless, at least it started. Not easy to drive with the bonnet up. Okay, let's test the alternator. So there's the alternator all the way down there, and as you can see it's driven by that black serpentine belt, and that should be charging the battery over here, and we can see whether it is by measuring the voltage on the battery. Now with the alternator on, if it's working properly, I'd expect the voltage to be around 14 or so. Yeah, there we go. 14.3, 14.31 volts. So that suggests the alternator is charging the battery without any problem. Yeah, okay, well maybe that is working all right then. So at least the car is running, but I just get a funny feeling, and I don't know why, but I just get a funny feeling the battery isn't that good, and I wouldn't be surprised to come out of the car in a few days' time and find it's dropped all its voltage, but we'll see. I'll worry about that if it happens. In the meantime, I'm going to reinstall this battery clamp, and I'll see you next time here at Car Spire TV. Bye-bye.